Hello again. I'm Tina Timbasilaya. I'm from Georgia and I'm expert of inner power. And my life mission is to help millions of people to find their inner power in the whole world. So this is my third Facebook Live today. It's so amazing. First I did in Georgian language, then in Russian, now in English, and it's amazing feeling to share ideas, what might have us, and I think that Facebook is wonderful, gives us wonderful opportunity to share our thoughts and ideas to people and be valuable for them. So tell me, dear friends, who are you now, who's watching and from which country? And I'm so excited. This is my Facebook Live first that I have done that I'm doing in English, and it's a wonderful feeling. So I'm very interested. Who are you now? Who has joined us? Today I will share my thoughts in English. A lot of people, while I was doing my Facebook Lives in Georgian, were writing me that what are you sharing? What are you talking about? I hear some words, Byron Katie and the work, and maybe you are talking about the work, yes, and share in Georgian also. So today I have chosen to share what I'm generally talking about in English, and I'm so happy and excited. So I see that Robert is here, and Robert is, I see you, Robert, very often in my Georgian lives also, and when I see those hearts that you are pressing, it makes me so happy. So thank you for this. And please, dear friends, share this live in order a lot of people to join us and it to be more just wonderful opportunity and interesting. And yes, of course, valuable for a lot of people. Yes, so today, 1 minute. Hello again. I will change the lighting. Yes. Generally, I would love to say, first of all, that who don't know, I'm sharing the work of Byron Katie in Georgia, and I'm so happy and I feel so blessed that I'm doing it for Georgian people, because it's amazing. My life has been transformed and has changed really after doing the work in my life, and really I can see that my life before the work and after the work, so it's amazing to, and so wonderful feeling to share it with Georgian people in order for them to feel this transformation that I'm experiencing every day in my life. Also, I would love to say with the big pleasure and with happiness that I'm translating Loving What Is, this amazing book that maybe all of you have already read, Loving What Is in Georgian, and I'm so happy to translate it in Georgian language, and this is amazing opportunity. I have read this book several times, but while I am translating it, it's absolutely different, and I feel each word that Katie told, and this is big transformation and very interesting. So also I would love to say this before I will speak about inner power. And you know, I have noticed that after doing the work and after working on myself, I have noticed that there is very big inner power inside me, and when I'm talking about the work or about just working on ourselves, I can't it's very hard not to mention how big inner power we have inside, and it's amazing. We can work on our thoughts and we can work on ourselves and change everything outside. We're just working inside in our thoughts and in our concept that we have in our life, and then around us everything changes and everything follows us as our mirror reflection, and it's amazing. This is a big power that we have inside us, and in my first question, which is one of the title of my Facebook Live, I have written that how to find inner power inside us for big achievements. Maybe you also want to achieve something big in your life and to do something great with your life and be helpful for a lot of people, and you really want your life to matter for thousands, for millions of people. And I believe that we all have these resources inside, and we have something so valuable to give, to share with the world, as Dr. Wayne Dyer, one of my favorite person, said, and this quote is very inspirational for me and it gives me a lot of power very often, that we are coming here with nothing and we are leaving this world with nothing. Always what we have and what we are giving while we are here. So I think that we have huge inner power to give a lot to people, and this is to just be connected with ourselves and find what kind of treasure is inside us, and then give it to people and share it to the world. And I see that also one of the wonderful tools is our Facebook Live, that we can just share our thoughts and the value to bring with people. So I'm very glad to do it now and to share my insights, my discoveries with you. And yes, of course, I would be very thankful if you would share this video, and if a lot of people could join. Hi Roxana, I'm so happy to see you, and also I would be happy to see who are in our live, from which country. I will be very happy to see you and to see your hearts and likes. It's also a good feeling when I can see them. And when I was thinking about achieving something big in our life, I was from my childhood a very motivated child. I always was dreaming about something big and to do something huge in my life. And then after the school, I have discovered one very important thing. I have discovered and I have noticed that before school and before the work of Byron Katie, I was seeking something from my achievements and from being successful. I wanted, yes, of course, to do something good, but also I was seeking approval and appreciation in some part while trying to be successful. And it was so interesting and huge shift after the work, that if before the work I was seeking approval and appreciation from people, if I was doing I can't read it. If I was doing something and waiting for the feedback, am I right, or am I doing something good, and is it important or something? After the work, I started to give this approval and appreciation to myself, and it was a huge shift. And I have noticed that we can achieve more in our life if we are already fulfilled from inside, if we are approving ourselves, if we are giving this love, appreciation, everything that we are seeking outside from other people, if we are giving it to ourselves, we are just very fulfilled inside, and we just share, we just give it to people because we can't stop, because we're so full inside that we want to give it. And if we don't have this fulfillment inside us, we are just doing a lot of things in order to be approved, in order other people to think that, oh, she's successful, she's good, she's so wonderful. And in that moment, we are in other people's business, what they will think about us, if they like us or if they don't. And we are seeking it from other people, what kind of impression we are creating for those people. And here we lose our inner power, and it's so, when I have noticed it, it was so sad, because we're losing so big power inside us if we are seeking this approval and appreciation from other people. And when we are just giving it to ourselves, it awakens so big power inside us, and we are becoming a very strong person who is very centered, who has integrity, and who is so connected with herself or himself that he or she just wants to share. And I have noticed in me, and I have discovered that when I felt this connection with myself and I started to give everything that I was seeking from other people. Hello, George. I'm so happy to see you from Portugal. Yes. When I started to give it to myself, I felt big power inside me, and just different inspirations were coming to me, and different ideas, more kind ideas, more valuable ideas. And I've discovered that while sharing even it, I was so focused to help with people, and I was not in other people's business. And that was really big shift for me. Even if I would talk about public speaking, before the work of Byron Katie, when I remember myself in university, and while doing my presentations, it was so hard for me because when I was standing with this projected image about my presentation, I was so afraid what other people would think, it is interesting or not, and what my teacher would think about me and everything, because I was in other people's business and I was seeking from them approval and appreciation. But after the work, I have started to give it to myself. And I remember myself when in November I did a master class about the work of Byron Katie in Georgia, and the audience was so big. It was 80 people, and it was for the first time that I have been speaking public with with this amount of people. And I have noticed that I was talking and I was not thinking how I look like, or if I'm telling something interesting or not, what they are thinking about me. I was just sharing because I felt that I was so full that I wanted to share, and this was really different from what I was doing before the work and before. Thank you very much, Irina. I'm so happy for this feedback. Yes, so it was a really huge shift, and I just discovered how painful it is to seek approval and appreciation from other people, because in that moment we don't believe in ourselves, how unique we are, and how much we can give to people, and how much we can share, and how we are treating ourselves when we are waiting for other people to approve and appreciate, how we are treating with our ideas, our talents, and our life and our future. And it's just very very sad because we're just waiting other people to approve, and after that to start doing what we want to do, as if we have conditioned that first other people should approve us or appreciate us, and then we will do what we want to do, we will dare it. And as Katie says, very often we can just drop this middle part and give it to ourselves and do it, and to just fulfill ourselves inside. Hi Miriam, so happy to see you here. I'm happy to see my work family here and do Facebook Live in English. It's an amazing feeling, I like that. And so happy that you have been asking for me to do also in English. Because of those ideas, I was very inspired to try doing Facebook Live in English also, and it's an amazing feeling. And I would be very happy and thankful if you would share this live to your friends on your page, so that other people could also join us, and maybe it could be very helpful for those people, and I would be happy if I could be helpful for a lot of people. I'm dreaming to work with people from all over the world and help them to find their inner power. And as a tool, yet I see the work of Byron Katie, because this is an amazing tool that helps us to find this huge, amazing inner power that we have inside and to awaken it. Hi, Kendra, I'm so happy to see you. Yes, and I'm so happy that Facebook Live gives this opportunity to share our ideas. And when I have posted about this Facebook Live announcement in our school group, I have seen that Josh has written that I also want to share my thoughts in Facebook Live, and maybe that could motivate me. And yes, of course, Josh, you should share it, because Facebook Live gives us an amazing opportunity to be helpful for a lot of people, to inspire them and to just help and share ourselves and express ourselves, and it's amazing. So yes, of course, if that could be inspirational for you, I'm so happy to inspire you and give you this motivation. So I'm also waiting from your part, your Facebook Live. Yes, so while achieving big goals in our life, I saw two directions. One is to just what I have noticed also about me, that I was identifying myself with my results, with my achievement, with my success, and I have noticed that all the time I wanted something new to do, something new to achieve, to fulfill all the time myself, because I was believing that if I would achieve something, then it's good, I'm so happy, I have done this, but I want something new. And it was like seeking importance with those achievements and with the success. I was identifying myself with the success, as if I was part of the success and not the success was part of me. And it was a really big difference. One is just as to be a person who is already filled inside, who is already good enough, and after this inner state of mind, to do and to share what that person wants to share in life. And second is just as to identify ourselves with our success. And if we are successful, we are good, we like ourselves. And if we are not, we don't like ourselves. And this is such a condition that we love ourselves if we are good, and if people love us, and if they support us, or if they approve us. And if they don't, then we are not accepting ourselves, and we are thinking that something is wrong with us or something like that. And it's so I felt that it was wrong in relationship with ourselves, and I've decided that I don't want yet big achievement unless I don't love myself fully the way I am, without anything. And I felt that it was a very good decision just to love ourselves no matter what we are doing in our life. And when we love ourselves, and when we accept, and when we approve the way we are, it gives us very big power to move on and really share what we want to share. And not because to identify ourselves with our huge success or status or something, but just to be and just to share each moment what we would love to share, because we are already so full inside, so we can't stop. We want something to do. And in that moment I always remember Katie's words, and I love those words. Katie says very often that sometimes we are creating some stress in our life, and we are doing something in stress because we think that stress will motivate us and will give some power, but it is so aggressive way to achieve something. And instead of this, we can just feel how we are already full inside, how we have already what we were seeking outside, and just to continue our journey in life with peace and with love. And I believe that hi Melly, I'm so happy to see you. And with this love and with this harmony and peace, we can do a lot. We can do even more than we would do with the stress, because when we feel stress while achieving our goals, we're afraid to lose something. We're afraid to lose approval or appreciation or some achievements or some success in our life, and it is it's so unstable. But when we are already filled inside and then we are moving the direction, we don't have something to lose. We are already filled with love, with peace, and we're just sharing it with people, and we are teacher of love and of this peace, and not teacher of the stress, and not teacher of fear, not to miss something from life or not to lose something. And it is really big difference, and I was so happy and so thankful that the work of Byron Katie helped me to see it in my life, and then, yes, of course, to share it with people. And this is very inspirational for me, and I call it big inner power inside us that we have after we start to find everything inside that we are searching outside. And it's amazing. Just we don't have to control other people's mind, other people. We just don't need it. We just need to be connected with ourselves and find everything inside us, and to see how we are already full, and what is our true nature, and to be just connected with it. And it's amazing. So it was very inspirational for me to help them people to achieve their goals and to just create their life without this seeking love, approval, and appreciation. And I love how Katie talks about this in her book, I Need Your Love, Is That True? It's an amazing book, and I think that all of you from Work Family have read this already, and this is amazing. And if you have not read, I would really recommend it. And I'm going to translate this amazing book in Georgian. After, I will translate Loving What Is in Georgian language. And this, when I'm thinking about it, it makes me so happy, because when we are using everything that is in this book, and when we are really living with this connection with ourselves, our life changed so much. And this is really it's wonderful in our life. So here also I have written on my title of Facebook Live that why do we feel empty inside? And I have noticed about myself that when I was feeling empty inside, I was empty because I was seeking something outside. It could be approval or appreciation or admiration, or that I'm important or that I'm good enough or something that other could give me, or my achievements or my success could give me something from outside. And it was not very nice to me, and it was not natural. It was stressful, and I have noticed that I won't be fulfilled fully if I continue to seek it outside, because when we're seeking something outside, it could be this love, approval, and appreciation or something, we can have it, but we can have it for little time. Soon after a couple days or after some time, we just need something new, something fresh, because without it we feel so hungry inside, and it's very unkind to ourselves, how we're treating to ourselves when we're seeking this outside from other people and other situations. So it's so kind to just return back to our beautiful self and give it to ourselves and approve and appreciate. And I have just noticed that when we are giving it to ourselves, we become so confident inside, and we are just in our business, and we're just sharing what we feel to be shared, and we're just expressing ourselves. And if we have talents, and yes, of course, we have it at all, a lot of talent, and if we have wonderful ideas, inspirations, and wonderful plans, we're not waiting from other people then to approve or then to say, oh, it's good now, you can do it. We're just doing because we feel it and we just approve ourselves, and it is really big difference, and we can achieve a lot of, and we can achieve more when we are approving ourselves and when we are giving this approval and appreciation to ourselves. So if we want really to achieve something big in our life, and if we want to create something wonderful in our life, and to be inspirational for other people and to be helpful, I think, and I have found for myself, that the best way is just to return with ourselves, to our beautiful self, to return at home and give it to ourselves and fulfill ourselves, so that we will be so filled inside that after that we will share everything, and it will be so peaceful and so full with love and with positive emotions and feelings, and it is very honest with ourselves and with other people, because unless we are not giving this approval and appreciation to ourselves, we are not honest, because we need something from other people. We need in relationship something, we need in partnership something, and we are seeking it. But if we are giving it to ourselves, and if we are finding and awakening this wonderful and huge inner power inside us, we are so full, and we can just move on and create this wonderful life of our dreams every moment. And I see the work as a really wonderful tool to fulfill ourselves from inside and just give everything that we are seeking outside. And this tool is so kind. It's amazing feeling when we are doing we're filling our worksheet and just giving everything, turning around all our thoughts that we had about other people, and we're just noticing it in ourselves and giving everything to ourselves. It's amazing, it's big power, and I'm so enthusiastic to share it with you, all of you. What if I think I need something and I ask the other person to give it to me? For example, I hug and they give it to me and it makes me happy. It's wonderful, but we can do it in two ways. One, to feel that we have luck inside and we just need something, and if we don't have this hug, we are empty inside. Yes, of course, we can have this hug, but maybe the next day we would need another hug. But if we are giving this hug to ourselves, it's so kind and it's so wonderful that we can go to that person and just say, I want to hug you because I want to give it to you. I'm already full and I'm already hugged myself. I gave this love, this positive emotions to myself, and now I'm full and I want to give you. And yes, of course, we can ask this hug, and I'm also asking it, and yet I'm not as awakened as, for example, Katie is, but I see it as a more kind way to give everything to ourselves and just after that share. Because we can give it to ourselves. I remember one moment, maybe it was one of the recording of Katie that I was listening, or I have read it in her book, or I saw it at her seminar. I don't remember exactly, but there was one person who came to Katie and said that I need love and I need to feel this hug from you, and Katie said that, you know, I can come to you and I can hug you, but I can, yes, of course I can give this warm to you and you will be happy and you will be fulfilled, but another second you will feel that you need another one. But I have here the work that could give you that inner hug, so that you can be hugged by yourself all the time, and you can have it all the time, and you can find it in yourself, and it is so strong. And I think it really matters. For me, it's relevant to tell myself that I would want happiness with always easiest way for me to give it to myself. Yes, I can really see it, Mel, and I can relate. Also, sometimes I feel that way, and it's very natural because we are human, and sometimes we think that we need something outside. It's very normal, I think, and when we need it, we can, yes, of course, ask for it, and it's wonderful, and we can ask. But I just want to say that we can always, if we want, and if we are open enough, we can always find it inside ourselves. We can do both. And yes, of course, asking for other people and just telling about it is also wonderful. It's a wonderful connection that you can ask and that we can ask and just feel it, and it's wonderful, yes, of course. And thank you for your example and for your comment and your thought. It was very interesting to hear and to think about it and to talk about it. Thank you. And yes, of course, I would love to hear all the comments from you, and maybe you have some thought that you would love to share, or some discovery, or how it happens in your life, how it works, if you are seeking love and approval in your life, or how you find it in yourself, and what you're doing after you are filled from inside. It could be very interesting to hear from you. And also it could be wonderful if you could share this video to other people, to your friends, so that they can also join us, and a lot of people to have this benefit and it to be more interesting and more active. I could say. I would see I have a little map here, not to forget anything important to share, so I will look at it, and also I would wait for your comments. Yeah. Yes, and also I have noticed that I love one quote of Gandhi. It's very inspirational for me. I see that my camera is moving, so I will do something about this. One quote of Gandhi is very inspirational for me. My life is my message, he says, and when I have heard it for the first time, it was so inspirational for me that, oh my God, I have some message to deliver to people, or what is my message? And it was so interesting to think about it, and I have noticed that if I am seeking approval or appreciation or love or something from other people and from outside, I can't find my message. I don't have chance to find my message because I'm not connected with myself, and I'm not in my own business. I'm in other people's business and trying to fit to situations, to other people, and I can't have this chance to find it myself. But when we are returning to ourselves and when we are connected with ourselves, we're finding this sweet little message inside us, and it is growing, and we're sharing it just with people because we're so connected, and we are just feeling that this is what I want to give, and we're feeling that this is very important. So big power awakens inside us, that we feel that it's so important to be shared, and we just share and we just give, and we're just expressing ourselves in that moment, and we are leaving a message of what we are doing in that moment. And also I hear very often from my mentor Mikołaj Latański, he's telling very often to us that all the time we're creating something around us, and we're so responsible what we are creating around us, what we're creating in our environment, what we're believing, we are creating it. If we have stress inside us, we're creating stress, and we're teacher of stress, as Katie could say. And if we find this message, and if we are conscious enough, we are creating something wonderful around us, and we are becoming more conscious people, and we are creating something very important, and we're sharing something important, and we're just moving in our life with love and not with fear, or not with just fear to lose something. We're just continuing our journey and trip with love, because we are at peace, we are in harmony with ourselves, so we are giving everything that we need ourselves, that we were seeking before outside. Thank you, Asmat. Thank you. It's very nice to hear. So sometimes I write for it, and sometimes I'm insecure sometimes. Yes, and I was thinking very often about this, Melia. Sometimes how we are treating ourselves, our ideas, our talents, when we are waiting it to be approved or to be appreciated. Sometimes I remember myself that once I was writing something very wonderful, and I wanted to share, but I was not, I felt from inside that I wanted really to share it, but I was not confident enough that it is important or it could be interesting for other people, so I have deleted it and I have not shared. And I remember that very often that I have not done this because I was not believing in myself, and I was waiting for approval, and maybe it could be what I was writing could be very important for maybe one person, and if was important one person, maybe it could change that person's life. And you know, it's so interesting to notice it sometimes, how we stop ourselves to express when we want it to be appreciated by other people or to be approved by other people. In that moment we have self-sabotage, and we just putting ourselves down, and we are not expressing. And we are losing a lot of opportunities to express and to be helpful, inspirational for other people. And this was my discovery that worked for me, to just find it inside me and just make myself full what I was. Just to move on from that state of mind where I'm already filled, and I just found it more honest with myself and with other people. And I have noticed that while doing the work and while working on this issue of appreciation or approval, I can find a very big power inside me that I. Yes, something was wrong with my internet, so I'm back. Sorry for this technical issue. So I have forgotten what I was telling. If you are online, please remind me, because I was so focused on this internet issue that I have forgotten that thought that I was telling. So I will watch at my plan if I said everything that I wanted to say, and then I will read your feedback, what I was sharing. Yes, yes, and also I have not this. Yes, I have already remembered. Yes, when I was I was studying at the. I was involved in the course of Power of Turnaround. I have noticed and I have discovered that we have always two choices. Yes, of course we have more choices, but two very important choices. We are given what we would choose, if just to give to ourselves this approval, appreciation, or seek it from other people all the time. If we had this choice, what we would choose? If we are approving ourselves and if we are giving this approval to ourselves, do we need approval from other people? And what we would create and what we would do in our life if we just did not need to seek this approval and appreciation from other people? I've seen a lot of very talented people who are just stopping themselves because they don't feel confident enough, and I have seen myself also that way. Sometimes we just need this somebody to tell that, oh, you are wonderful, you can do this, and after that to do. And what we do one way, what we are doing one thing one way, we are doing everything this way. So if we are seeking this from other people from outside, we will continue to seek all the time, and we will stop all the time, and we will need other people to motivate all the time to do what we want to do, to express what we would love to express. So instead of it, we can always give this to ourselves, and we have this power. We can take responsibility on ourselves, and we just can give this to ourselves and find. And this is huge, very big inner power that we all have. And I'm so happy that we all have, and I believe that you and all of you that you are listening, that are listening in that moment, you all have this inner power. Maybe it's awakened a little bit, maybe it is really awakened a lot. It depends on your work and on your connection with yourself, but we always have the chance to just feel it inside, and after that to really feel when we are connected with ourselves, what is our life message, what we would love to give and not to seek from outside. And it's wonderful, it's so fulfilled. We are giving and we are not tired. Now in that moment I feel that way. I'm doing third Facebook Live and I'm talking 3 hours, and I feel so energy because I have the feeling that I'm already full in that moment and I can give. And I think that it is our natural state, and if we are moving that from that position, we can really create something wonderful, more huge that we are creating while we're seeking for success or other people's ideas about us or opinion about us. Thank you, Mela, for your question and for what you have wrote. It helped me to go deep and find those thoughts, and I'm so helpful. Hi, Annette has joined. I'm so happy to see all of you, and I'm very happy to be to just talk in English in this Facebook Live. And yes, and I was really thinking that we can really create a lot, and we can create more, even more, if we are full inside rather than searching this approval, appreciation outside. Sometimes there are a lot of people very successful, but not all of them are very happy. I have also seen myself achieving a lot in my age, but I was not always happy. Sometimes I was empty inside because I wanted something more and something huge and something new when I was seeking it from outside, and when I was seeking my importance and I was identifying myself on my achievements or on my success, and it was not honest with myself. And when I started to not to de-identifying myself from all those things, I have found that I'm already fulfilled, and with this position I can give a lot, and I can give much more. And I believe that we all can find this state of mind inside us, that condition, and just to share it. Oh, Marie has joined us. Hello, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy. And what I wanted to add more. Yes, and how to fulfill ourselves from inside. I saw that the work of Byron Katie is really the best instrument and best tool that I have ever met in my life to just fulfill ourselves and to stop seeking approval, appreciation, love, importance, or everything from outside, and just give it to ourselves. And every time write a worksheet what we want to have from success or from other people, what them to think about us, and just turn everything around on us and give it to ourselves. And we all can do this, and I'm so happy that we have that wonderful tool in our life, and we have a chance to share it in our community, in our countries, and to spread this love, peace around us, and it's amazing. And also, I was thinking about this quote, and all my life I could say I have been thinking a lot that a lot of people were writing that success is a journey and not a destination. And I was thinking, I also want it to be a journey for me and no destination, because I was always thinking that if I do this, I will be successful. If I achieve this, I will be successful. But it was not finishing. It was continuing all the time. If I learn this, I will be full. I was thinking that I have, and after I was learning, I needed something new. I needed all the time something new. And then I have understood that all the time I was trying to identify myself with this achievement, with this new knowledge, or with this success, and that's why I was waiting all the time this success to become something. But in this process to become something, we are losing ourselves that we already are, this something that we are trying to become. And it's like a cosmic joke, you know, you are trying to become something what you already are. And in this rush, we can just notice that we already are what we are trying to become and to be, or to have from those achievements and everything that we're seeking. And when we are noticing this inside ourselves, and we're giving this to ourselves, we can really experience the success and everything as a journey, because I'm already filled, and I'm already doing what I would love to do, and I'm not achieving something new that I don't have. I'm just sharing, I'm just doing, and maybe one moment I can notice that, oh my God, I have done so much. When I did this, it was just a process, and I was so involved in this process that I could not imagine how I did this, because it was really a fulfilled state of mind, that condition when we are really filled inside and we are sharing. And this is really wonderful journey, and I have noticed for myself that this is journey. And when we are seeking these results, that one day we will be successful or interesting or competitive or expert or something, we are losing what we already have, and we can notice that we already have this inside. And it's like I found that it was not right for me, and I have found that we already have what we're searching for inside. We have this, and it's amazing to notice and to feel and to live and to express it. So with this Facebook Live, I really wanted to share this idea of inner power, that what we are seeking from other people, we can give it to ourselves, and that we can do this, that it is in our business, and it's our business to give it to ourselves. Whose business is to give to us this approval and appreciation? Other people's business. And when we are in other people's business, it's really hard. It's painful. But we can stay in our business and give everything to ourselves, and we can do the work on this. And I could be really very happy if you would love to have that kind of private session where you would love to find that power inside you. I can really be very happy to support you and be your facilitator, be your coach, be your supporter, to help you to find this inside you, and not to have this new achievements, and not to be in this rush, stressful rush to become something, but to just stop and find it inside you, that you already have it, and continue your life and your journey with different power, with different feeling inside, when you are already full. And I believe that when we are already full, we can really create miracle, and we can really create something amazing, because we are connected with ourselves, and we are real, we are ourselves, and this is very honest, this is very authentic, and it's wonderful, and we all can do this. So I'm so happy. Even I don't want to finish this live, because it's so amazing feeling and pleasure to talk with you and share those thoughts. And I'm so happy that I did this Facebook Live for the first time in English, and it's amazing. It's good feeling, and thank you that you have been here with me and for being active and for your hearts. It was happy to see, and I would be very glad that you will share this, if you could share this video, that your friends and a lot of people to see and to feel this message. Maybe they all also need it in their life. So I would be very happy to be helpful for a lot of people, and thank you again for being here. And I would be also happy to read after this live your discoveries, what you have noticed, what was important for you to listen, what you have come to see, and what helped you. I would be very happy to read about it if you could share it. So now I will finish my Facebook Live, and thank you again, and it was very sweet and very nice to talk with you. So I'm sending a lot of love from Georgia to you all, and you are all welcome, very welcome to Georgia. Thank you, Robert, for being here, and thank for participating, and thank you all of you. Thank you all of you. So I'm kissing you, and I'm sending you a lot of love, and bye bye.